welcome back to another Sims 4 building challenge. Today we're celebrating 22,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I need to do a randomized microhome challenge to torture myself and also to celebrate at the same time. Thank you to everyone that supports my channel. Thank you so much for 22k. It really means a lot to be reaching these milestones. So for today's video, I'm going to be randomizing a lot of things. I want to build a 22 tile microhome, which is already a lot. But since I love to get chaotic, especially when I'm celebrating a milestone, I'm also going to be randomizing where we're going to build, the skill that the sim inside this house will have to have, an aspiration that is required to be completed on that lot, and the aesthetic of this microhome. So of course, the first thing I'm going to do is randomize a lot, and I only chosen either 20 by 15 or 20 by 20 because this is obviously going to be a 22 tile home. Let's randomize where we're going to be building our tiny home. Drum roll, please. Magnolia Promenade. Okay, I've never built there before. So supposedly it's right here in Paddywax Emporium. Definitely have never built here, but I think it actually would be pretty interesting for a small little tiny home to be here. So I want this tiny home to be for one sim only, but this is where all of the other aspects are going to come in. So I have a list of aspirations here. So essentially I'm going to spin for just one, and whatever that one is, I just have to make sure that on this lot, if this aspiration does require for me to do something, say if it's like a cooking one, you have to have a really nice kitchen, or for instance, if it's like a fitness one, I will have to add some kind of like fitness aspects to this home. So let's spin for the aspiration that I will have to add into my lot. What is it going to be? I can barely see actually what these are. Beach life! Oh, bloody heck. Beach life. Okay, I'll try and make this work. So the beach life aspiration requires you to get a suntan, so we can do like some sun loungers, earn gold at a kava party, so maybe we can have that kava bowl, grill, barbecue, or roast food. So we'll definitely get like a nice barbecue outdoor area. Now a lot of these other things are kind of required you to go to a beach, so that's fine, I'll just ignore those. But maybe we could do like even like a little sand pit or something with some loungers, which will look kind of silly on this lot right in the like center of town, but I guess that's part of the challenge. Maybe let's do 3 different skills, because if one of them is like violin, a violin is so tiny that you could just kind of chuck it in anywhere. So maybe let's do 3 different skills. So let's spin for the first one. Drum roll, please. I really hope it's not rocket science, because I've done that in the past. No, don't. Okay, thank God. I was like, is it gonna be violin? Okay, no, it's video gaming. It was like in between rocket science and violin, the only 2 that I've mentioned. Okay, video gaming, that's fine. We could do a nice gaming setup. Right, number 2. Don't give me rocket science or violin, because that will be pretty boring. Drum roll, please. Veterinary. Okay, we could do like a little veterinary like study nook section, I guess. Maybe we should add a cat or something. And skill number 3. What is it gonna be, guys? Is it gonna be flower arranging? Okay, I like that one. I like the idea of flower arranging. We could do like a little greenhouse maybe somehow. I feel like I need to write these down because I will forget. And in case I didn't think that that was enough, I'm going to choose a theme to kind of loosely carry me through this build. Like, I mean, I'm not going to make it like exact, because there's still a lot of aspects of this build that I will have to add, such as like all my skills and the beach thing. But I will just spin for a random little aesthetic to kind of carry me through and just give me a little bit of an inspiration. Barbie core! Oh my God. So that means my house will have to be kind of pink. Oh my God, what the heck is this house gonna be? Right, so a 22 tile Barbie core home that has to have beach life aesthetics with flower arranging, video gaming, and what was the last one? Veterinary. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to write this down. So looking down on my list, I will have to add a lot of different things. So gladly enough, actually, our aspiration is beach life, so I will maybe pretend that this person is really into like their outdoors, so they will spend quite a lot of time outdoors, which makes me think that, you know, the inside of the house will just be our regular basics, and we will, you know, focus on a lot of the skills outside. So looking at the shape of our house, like this is 18 tiles. We're allowed to use 22, of course, to symbolize the 22,000 people on my channel, which is just fantastic. So I suppose we could bring it out this way, and then then also we're allowed to add another 2. Oh, I could do it like a little mansion, like a cute little mansion like this. Oh, that would be actually quite cute. So I'm instantly thinking already that we could do a 2-tile bathroom. And one of you guys mentioned, I think, maybe I'm imagining this, that Sarah Kendall managed to make a 1-tile bathroom. So I'm going to test it right now. Like, what do you mean? I'm going to throw on my move objects because I don't think without this, the challenge would not be possible. I'm presuming you need a door to enter. That's fantastic. Let's do a little saucerino so I can actually see what I'm doing. So 1-tile bathroom, you say? I'm imagining maybe like this toilet because this one is quite skinny. Although there is also this one, which is quite skinny as well. But I actually think this sleek bathroom kit toilet is probably the skinniest. But then what? Like, does she have a sink inside here? Because I guess I could add this if I guess I could do that. But then where does the sink, or sorry, the shower go? I feel like maybe if I just did like this shower and this toilet, I feel like that would be functional. But that way then we don't have a sink. Where are you? Oh, can you not get in there? Come in, please. Okay, so you're telling me this is not functional? No, it's not. Okay. What about just like this? Can you please try? No. How is this possible then? Did I maybe make this up? Maybe I did. What about this way? Shower being that way? Okay, the more I think about this, the more I'm realizing that maybe I just imagined the fact that this is a possibility because she can't even enter this room. Can you even use the toilet on 1 square? You can't even enter the room with 1 square. Okay, look, maybe I just imagined this. You guys can let me know. I will for sure do my favorite thing, which is a 2-tile bathroom. How do I usually do this? I'm actually after forgetting. Is it this way? And then a shower in the middle and sink? Okay, so this is what I usually do. So we've got the toilet, we've got the sink, and then we've got a beautiful shower, all functional, and a 2-tile bathroom. Yeah, so I'm not sure if 1 tile is possible at all. Maybe I was just being very hopeful. Already, I think that is a pretty good concept to have that bathroom here. Now, I hate the way both of the doors she left open. Let me maybe take out all of the items that we do have to add onto the slot so I can kind of visualize the size of these things. So we've got video gaming, which I think it would be ideal if maybe I use like this tiny little desk. Oh, wait a second, because I don't even have to do a desk technically. We could do video gaming, just say with a PC like this, which, you know, honestly, not that bad of an idea. Pretty cute little space. We can even fit it into like a tiny little nook like this. But my other option is if we are going to be doing a sitting room, so just say like a small little couch and a TV up on the wall. If I even use like this TV, can't I put a gaming console up there? Yes, I can. So this could actually kill 2 birds at 1 stone. We can have like a nice sitting room as well as we can have a console so that your sim can already tick off the video gaming. We must also remember that this has to be Barbiecore, but I'm not too worried about the aesthetics right now. First of all, I have to figure out the actual shape. Then we also need to do flower arranging and the veterinary skills. That's just great. So I'm thinking for the veterinary, I suppose if I get her this little crafty station thing, this is where I think your sim can practice the veterinary skill. Do lab work. Wait, now is this gonna help her? Oh yeah, okay, so this does help her to build her veterinary skill. Now the other option is, which I know would be kind of cheating, I could just get her a book and then she could just learn the skill that way. But then again, what would be the point of any skills if I didn't add an object? So we'll try use that object. Can you please leave? Thank you very much. So we've got this object and we also need the flower arranging table, which I mean, I'm not too bothered with this one because I will just chuck this outside into like a little garden and put some plants outside it. So that would be okay. I feel like this thing should be indoors. So maybe I'll try to do some sort of an office space, which actually now makes me think that maybe I shouldn't have like a computer and maybe I should actually go with like a video gaming aesthetic with a TV. So that way then the office space that I will produce is actually going to be more so like a veterinary office space. So we've got at least this item inside. This doesn't seem like an item that probably should be outside. I feel like it could break with the rain. Now my other option is to also create a little kind of like outhouse scenario, which won't be closed, but we can create like a greenhouse, which I feel like you guys are going to start screaming at me for cheating, creating a little home like this. But technically this is not a closed off space and your sim, I feel, still will like feel the elements in this space, but we could create a greenhouse sort of scenario where inside here we could do like our little flower arranging, and inside here I could put like a few nice little flowers, maybe even like a little outdoor like dining table. I think that would be quite cute. And coming off of that then we could have a nice kind of like outdoor beach life aesthetic area. So maybe something like that could be good. good. I also do need to add a cava bowl. How do you spell that? Is it with a K? Yes, so I need to add this thing because that's a part of our aspiration, as well as add some loungers and maybe like a sand area, of course, and a grill, which will be fine because we can even do like the grill inside the greenhouse. So yeah, this is what I want to add here. And now I'm thinking, how do I make this space functional? So since the bathroom is here, maybe let's make this be a part of the sitting room. So just say if I did something like that, and then maybe the bedroom sort of over on this side. This thing does fit in. Now I don't have to go with this shape specifically, but this thing does fit in here quite nicely. But I also do need a bed, so that's also a problem. Oh, can I fit the veterinary station underneath the bed? Oh, I don't think so. I really don't think that this should be functional, but can I just try it? I mean, it would be really funny if that was functional. Can I do lab work? Okay, I can do lab work under a bed, but I don't think she'll be able to get into the bed because she always gets like, yeah, she gets upset when there's something underneath. What if I like snap it to where it needs to be? Can you get into bed now? No, damn it. That's so annoying. Like she can still work, but I just don't understand why you can't get in there. I know it's like clipping through the bed, but I wish this was a part of the things that they're going to be updating in the game. Okay, the only thing I figured out was if you do, you know, like the basement tool and raise up the item, she then can get into bed, but then this creates the problem that she can't actually do the lab work then because this item doesn't seem to be functional anymore. So it is a little annoying because I'm like trying to go around it with a method that would make this work, but obviously it's just not going to be functional, guys. It's just not it, really, is it? What if I like raise it up from the ground once? Okay, she can still work on it while it's like raised up from the ground. Can you go to bed then? No. Damn it, it's just not going to work. I give up. Okay, well, what if we do the bed like this and we tuck that into the wall as best as we can because we know that that still should be functional. Can you do lab work here? Yes, you can. And can you still nap on the bed there? Okay, yes, you can. So this would be kind of her bedroom. Maybe this is like a little, I was going to say dorm situation, but maybe this is just like a little house that she moved in, you know, because she's starting a brand new life and she just wants to, you know, learn the skill. Maybe she's like an intern, a veterinary intern, and they were like, okay, we'll give you the internship. This is the house that you'll be able to live in. Enjoy. It's very small. I'm thinking maybe actually of even getting rid of this wall. Okay, no, as in the other way around. Removing this because technically you don't really need this spot to be able to get into bed. Then can I also put a dresser underneath there? Just say if I put like this dresser, excuse me, the other way around, please. Thank you very much. If I do a dresser, right, and then a book underneath, and a door preferably, would this be functional? I know it doesn't look very good, but can you like read a book? Excuse me, where? Oh, this is a bookcase. Oh, grand. Okay, so well then again, I don't really need this then. But I kind of like the idea of putting something underneath there. So maybe let's do like some music underneath there, like even like this little small thing. Can this be functional? Can you turn on easy listening? Okay, you can, of course. Can you change sim? Actually, no, don't do that. Just try on outfits. Okay, so you can try on outfits, but can you go to bed? You can! Okay, so that's perfect. Okay, so in this little bedroom, we've got her little office space, which I could even like do maybe like a curtain dividing that space just to make it feel a little bit like separated. And then this becomes like maybe our kitchen. Guys, this could be good. So we've got a nice little sitting room, which I can actually even make go this way. Yeah, this can go that way. Although maybe I'm wasting space that way. Maybe this is better. And then I would still require a kitchen because the kitchen is still something I haven't tried. Oh, we'll have to do like a pink kitchen, which would be really adorable. But then I could just say do just like little counter and then a stove. I think I should just forget about the sink, honestly. But unless I still do like my little hack, which I'm hoping this still works. Fingers crossed. Let's have a look. Wait, also, if I put a counter there, can she even get to the fridge? I feel like she shouldn't be able to, but let's just try this. Girl, get out and see. Oh, I need to put the cava somewhere. Now, can you cook a garden salad, please? No, you can't. Okay, you can't get in there. That is very fair. I mean, it would be kind of weird to have your sink almost like inside the sitting room. What if I bring this portion of the house in that way, but then also add a portion out this way? But then we could create this as like our little kitchen space. Feel like maybe that's not the perfect scenario, actually. Unless we just forget about the sink. Because like we do have a sink inside bathroom. And I could actually even just do the corner counter so she can actually prep on that if she wants to. I know this doesn't seem like a good idea, but maybe this is maybe this is a bit better. And then just say we could do the TV kind of like this way or even like like that way, and I could just put the TV, like a small little thing. Oh my God, this house is like, it's a bit much, but I mean, it's still 22 tiles. I feel like I'm still wasting space on these tiles. I mean, logically, considering she's just one sim, did I just put that into my inventory? Considering she's just one sim, I could just do one chair. Maybe she's just not very sociable. Maybe she just doesn't like people. Like, I mean, I don't really have many guests over in my house. We could do maybe something like this, and then a small little poof as well. So that, like, look, if you do want to have guests over, you do have like a little poof around, but it's mainly just us here. We don't like people. We could do this. Look how cute that looks. And then we've got like some more space over there to to add more things. Or actually, wait, now I could move the bathroom in a different area. I could even move the bathroom like here, which I know it's a bit of a weird place for a bathroom door, but that way then at least we're not wasting this like space here. And we could do something over on this side too, which actually makes me think we could do a small little office space in the sitting room. Oh guys, we've got so many potential possibilities of this. I'm not even worried anymore. Can you just triple check that this kitchen is functional? Can you make a garden salad, please? Guys, I have a feeling they've patched this because look, it doesn't work anymore. I'm actually gonna cry. This used to literally work, and sometimes when it broke, I used to just like delete it and then like put it back out again. But I've tried and it's just not working. Oh, it's working! Oh my God, what the heck? I've literally just tried off camera as well and it didn't work. And then now that I've told her to do it, okay, no guys, it still works. I don't know why it didn't want to work. Wait, but I do want it to be a different color. Can I change the color while you're working on it? Or is that gonna just like yeet you off of it? I want it to be pink because this is gonna be Barbiecore apparently. Yay, it still works. Okay, so we should still be able to prepare food here and cook on this induction hob. And then that way still we could prepare kava. Yes, okay, so she can prepare kava and she can use the hob. So yes, okay. I don't know why it wasn't working, and then all of a sudden when I started recording, it's like, oh, actually, no, never mind. It does work. It's not the ideal scenario, and I always say it's very dangerous to work on an induction hob because if that cracks, it's really expensive to replace it. But it's The Sims and it doesn't really matter. And with a few roundabout ways, you can make a lot of space and you can create yourself a 3-tile functional kitchen. So technically, I could put a sink somewhere, like move the fridge out and put a sink somewhere so that at least we've got sink section. Wait, now that I think about it, what if okay, she did just prepare kava, which is really nice, but can you just leave for 2 seconds? Now I'm thinking, right, what if I actually switched this around and did a kitchen over on this side and do a tiny little sitting room area inside here, which means I could probably have like a couch. It probably would make sense to have a couch here instead of just one chair. But this way then I could create a little bit more space for myself. So we could have like a corner section as well as a fridge. But then again, am I wasting space this way? Because like I probably could just fit the fridge in like this and make it functional, even though it is poking out through the back of the house. But we could still probably move the door like a little bit and have a sink. Or is that just a waste of my space? Although I kind of like this setup because we've got a nice kitchen. We've got a really small cozy sitting room section. It's still 22 tiles. This shape looks like a little puzzle piece. And I technically could probably still do a little dining room here with at least like a small little single chair like that for her. We could move the door like over, just say here. For a bin, I could do a trash chute over on this section. This doubles up as a book section as well as her gaming and TV. We've got a dining, we've got fully functional kitchen. And we've got her little vet section here and a dresser and a music source. Although I do think that maybe you can actually play music from this little thing as well. I probably could even put like a different little thing right here underneath the bed. I could maybe just add like a decorative like little candle or something underneath the bed, which is probably a fire hazard, but you get the gist. So everything does seem pretty functional here. Can I just get you to come in? Yeah, look, so on this now, when I click, you can play game. Hey, is it because this thing is on it? That's why it's allowing me to play games? Oh, that's interesting. Wait, now what if I move this out though? Wait, you can still play games on this without the actual requirement of having like a game console. Oh no, you do have to have the game console thing around. Oh, okay, so it's just like connected even though it's like on the other table. But with this thing, we can play games, we can read, we can listen to music, and obviously watch TV, and obviously like purchase books with this as well. Okay, so that genuinely on that tile, we've got so many different things, which is so satisfying for me. I don't know why. So technically I could turn this into a couch. I could just do like, just say 2 little things like that, and then just have like a nice little plant in in the back or something, because, you know, we are going to be doing flower arranging, so maybe this person does really like her little plants and things, so maybe this would be a little bit more interesting. I mean, I'm not going to just specifically use those items, but you get the idea. Can I just triple check that she can sit on this poof? Can you stop talking to Mortimer Goth? Oh, I told you to sit on the poof. Oh yeah, there we go. She can still sit on both of these items, and I'm presuming you can play a game. Yes, you can. Actually, why is this such a cozy little space? I really do love this. Can I just make sure that this bathroom... Oh wait, now first of all, can I just make sure that the kitchen still works? Okay, fridge is working. Stove is broken again. That's fantastic. I think I just have to like place it back down again. This keeps happening to me. It should be working. Yay, it's working again. Okay, so the kitchen is functional, even though the fridge is like tucked into the wall as best as it can. It is functional. Now, can you stop cooking and can you just tell me, can you still get into the bathroom? Oh, damn it. Now the bathroom's not functional because I moved the door a smidgen. Of course, there's always going to be something wrong. If I move the fridge back over this way, it's a little squishy with the fridge. Also, I feel like the counters, I'm going to change because they're not the skinniest counters you can use. Okay, the bathroom is functional again, which is good. And can you just triple check that the fridge is functional again? It's all about functionality in this game. Okay, everything is back and functional again. Okay, now that we've got that figured out, I will start focusing on the actual aesthetics of the house. And then once again, at the very end of the video, I will just triple check that everything is functional. But this has to be Barbiecore inspired, right? So far we can see there's a few little accents of pink, but I still need to make this interesting and have Barbiecore vibes. I'm going to move the whole house kind of close enough to us. So if you think about it, we're in the middle of a street. I think, is this the front of the lot or that's the front of the lot? Oh, okay, so this is the front of the lot. So we will more than likely end off our own lot. Oh, there's a pink one. Oh my god, brilliant. Since we are kind of like in town, I would like to really just like fence this off as best as I can. You know, kind of just from the back so that we do seem kind of like safer and more protected and have like a little bit of protection from the outside world. Actually, maybe I'll do it like this. So then we can also add maybe some like trees for a little bit of privacy. So then I'm imagining, you know, that little like greenhouse kind of vibe aesthetic that I wanted to achieve. Maybe we could put that into the back. It doesn't have to be that big. I'm actually only thinking maybe something small like that because I don't want it to seem too big comparing to the rest of the house because it kind of will make no sense. But I think that this will be a really nice way to kind of show off that vibe of a flower arranging, you know? I think it makes sense. And hopefully you guys won't give out to me too much for cheating. Adding some windows or some walls. It's not a room though, so hopefully you guys will get it. So then we could do some sort of like a walkway to like the back of the house. And maybe we could also create like a little sandy section over in the back corner here. Okay, I don't want it that way. How do I make this look good? Wait, what if I do like a platform thing? Is that going to create... Oh, damn it. Because I was going to create like an inverted kind of like platform sand pit. But that is going to add to the tiles. And I obviously don't want that. I guess the only other way I could do would be to create like an actual like sand pit, like a sandbox. Which does seem quite sad. Now I can do it with cheating like this by adding a tile like that. I personally don't think it's cheating too much. But you know, this then will allow me to add like, oh my god, that's so bright. It will allow me to add like an actual sandbox. But it just makes me look like I'm creating like a kid's sandcastle play area. But I just want to create like a little bit of paradise for the sim to be able to go and lounge in the sun. Oh, is there only one pink lounge? Oh no, there is pink loungers here. Look how cute this will look. We could just have like one little pink lounger. We don't need too many. Oh, a lovely little pink table. I don't know which one to use. I kind of like the idea of this one. Why is this one kind of giving me like Barbie vibes? Oh, we can have the music record player thing here, even though that will definitely break with the rain, so maybe not. Oh, one of these. Oh, that's a bit weird because it's not in the water. What about like a towel? Yeah, beach towel. Is there no other pink ones? Yeah, we could just probably do this one because she will need to get a suntan, which I know she can get it from the lounger anyways, but maybe it would make sense for her to also have one like that. Oh, guys, this will be cute, I think. Maybe I actually will open the space up kind of like this to make it seem a little bit more inviting, and we can just really softly create like this sand sand effect, that the sand is kind of like spilling out almost. Yeah, so I can kind of work with that when we do the terrain tool. So this will make sense, I think, guys. I hope so. Okay, I've just added some windows. I've added like some pink ones, and I've added like a little glass panel inside that section because I think that looks cute. And then I just added some white ones, and then this pink door, which I've never ever even seen in the game. So I think that's quite interesting. And now I'm trying to figure out what the heck is Barbiecore on the outside of the house. Like, I always think that every time I see these tiny homes, I think about it being a little bit more eco and saving space, you know, in the world. So I do still want it to be kind of more contemporary feeling, I think, because like, how do I make this look like a cute little mansion or whatever? I don't really know what Barbiecore is supposed to be. So I think I'm just going to get inspired by the pink. Oh, I love this with the little terracotta things at the bottom. Oh, we could just make a Barbie container. Oh, Barbie shipping container. Oh my God, sorry. That is so cute. I'm just obsessed with that idea. Oh, so we could do this, but like, what else do I add to this? You can maybe just add some regular white to like this portion. Like the portion that has the pink windows maybe should be white. I could do this on that section. Then I think I still would like this to be more pink. Wait, is this weird? Kind of. Do I love it? Yes, I do. Okay, guys, so I think I can gladly tick off Barbiecore. I would like to think. I think this is definitely the closest thing that Sandra has ever made to Barbiecore. So we've done nothing into the inside of the house yet. And actually, now that I think about it, these panels look really good. Like this, but I hate the way they show up in live mode, so maybe I will delete them and we just pretend that there's glass panels there. Actually, one of you guys mentioned that island living little square, the glass square, I think you can size them down. Oh, you can. Wait now, so what if I actually raise them up this way? I know they'll probably still show up in live mode. Oh, but then they still create that stupid square underneath. What the heck? That's weird. Okay, but they do square down, but they just create like a grass patch underneath, whatever. But this is what we've got going on. We've got beautiful little flowers everywhere. Of course, this is our little patch. And then inside here, we've got like a little cute flower arranging section, which I will also add a little dining table here because I think it just would be nice to have one inside this area. Oh my God, look at this little thing. It has flowers on it because we love flower arranging and it's pink. So it's perfect. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. Okay, so that's adorable. That is just the way it's going to be here. And then I'm thinking, I don't know what else to put over here. Maybe we could just have like a little garden patch area. Maybe we like to grow our own flowers. I never actually use these things, you know. I always use like the other thing, but I've seen people like really nicely put these in like a formation like this. I think that does look really cute, but it maybe is a little bit too big for this area. So what if I just do like one long strip and we could just like also surround this with like beautiful flowers and things. So like I'm adding gardening as another thing, which I know we don't need it, but I think it would be cute. It would make sense also since we do flower arranging and I just love gardening in general. So let me just finish the outside of the house. I'll just add like some flowers around here and some foliage, and then we'll move into the inside of the house because that is still in shambles. Okay, so we've done the outside of the house. This is what I've done. There's a lot going on, and I think I might maybe add a couple of extra things that I stumble across, you know, just for like the outside, but I'm 90% sure she'll be able to like even actually make sandcastles in this section, which I think is really cute. We've got loads of beautiful plants, and even back there, like look at all those beautiful pink flowers that I've just like squished in there. And it makes sense that there's a lot of flowers because obviously the sim really loves flower arranging. And on that topic, my notebook that I'm writing my notes in is pink and flowery. So I just thought that this was all perfect today. This is the way it's meant to be, celebrating 22K on my channel. Barbecue, that's what I didn't add. Thank God I actually have this notebook here with me. Maybe I'll add like this little grill. What about in this like little section here? It's a bit squishy, but I feel like that's a perfect little section for a barbecue. I mean, if it goes on fire, your whole house catches in flames, but that's not my problem. I use like this pink light here as well, just to make sure you've got some lights. Yeah, so that will be a part of the aspiration, to be able to grill some like fish or whatever. Got the sand pit, we've got a lounger, we've got a cava bowl inside the house. So that is our beach life aspiration kind of ticked off the list. And I'm also ticking off flower arranging inside our little flower house here as well. I can definitely tick off Barbiecore, I think, at this point. We will still have have to decorate a little bit of like the veterinary section inside her bedroom. And yeah, video gaming also, I guess I could tick off. The one last thing I gotta do is just make sure that the inside of the house looks good. But so on the inside of the house, I think, oh wait, can I make this cavable pink? No, it doesn't have any other colors. Are you kidding me? So I will probably change all of this because I want it to be a little bit cuter. But at the same time, the outside of our house is so pink that maybe we should probably go for some more neutral kind of pinks inside here. I was also thinking maybe of doing like this texture. Well, this is not a texture. This is a tile, but we could probably run the tile throughout the whole of like the living space. And then maybe just inside the bedroom, we could just do a wooden feeling. Maybe I'll go for this wood because I really like that light wood color. Oh, this one. Yeah, perfect. That's the perfect vibe that I need here. We'll go for like the lighter version and we'll do some pink swatches. Oh, there is actually a pink version of this, so maybe we should also do that. I don't mind making like the walls a little bit more neutral feeling, although this pink is kind of fun. Maybe we'll at least add like a little bit. Oh, or this thing. Oh, that's really cute. Maybe we could do that like in the kitchen. I kind of like the idea of these wooden beams because they almost look like something slightly more temporary, or maybe like the lining of a wall. So obviously like this is a little Barbiecore shipping container style thing. So maybe that's like the lining of the inside of the shipping container. Maybe we could do these blinds, although they don't really match the cutesy kind of pink aesthetic. Oh, sorry. This is pink. Oh, that's adorable. Let me use this. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm going to make this door maybe just like white. Oh, I actually kind of like the idea of maybe running this here as well. Or is that a bit much? Actually, you can barely see that wall. Maybe we should go for like a bit of a different wooden texture out here actually. But still, the wooden lining probably does look quite cute here. I also really like this pink wallpaper. So maybe we could run a little bit of that here. Oh, whoops. I just got rid of a beautiful window. Yeah, and then maybe I'll run like this texture throughout this portion. Although, would I rather maybe continue the wood on that structure and then just have that for the kitchen portion? I think that's cute. It's still a lot of pink, but at least the bedroom is a little bit more chill because we always want to make sure that the bedroom is like chill kind of vibes. Honestly, I don't really like this curtain. I think it works better for bigger windows. Can I just use my favorite one? And then I could also just add like a cute little small tiny painting here or something, which I think is just so much better. Let's try get the pink painting. Well, a pink painting is what I was trying to say. Is there any like, yeah, look, wait, maybe we could add like some decals for the veterinary clinic vibe. Oh wait, what are these? I've never seen these decals. Oh, these are cute. There's like a little turtle. Oh, that's adorable. Maybe I will add this here. Maybe we'll do like a little shell, although you can't really see it blending into that texture a bit too much. The wall, I mean. Maybe we'll do this like over here and then like a little shelf with some stuff. And then over here, maybe if I scale this, oh god, it still doesn't really work. The only thing I can see working here would be like this thing. Wait, we definitely have more pink swatches. Yeah, like this thing. I'm sorry, that is pink. Who thought that that wasn't pink? I mean, that is defo pink. I love the way this plant is like cutting through. So maybe we will try and move it this. I don't mind the plants clipping through walls a little bit. I think I've mentioned that before. Because like logically, if you're putting a plant somewhere, the leaves would just like curve in. So I wouldn't really be too worried about that plant cutting in through the wall a little bit. And maybe just a little bit of a pink rug here as well. I love the way it said, oh, let's not make it everything too pink. And then I'm actually making everything like extremely pink. I think, you know what, at this point, I might as well just make things, you know, as pink as it is physically possible, because when else am I going to have the opportunity to make a Barbiecore bedroom? Well, probably if I do another aesthetics challenge. Oh, this is cute. Oh, I love this too. Can I put this here somewhere? Okay, guys, so I've completed the bedroom, sorry. So that's what we've got here. I also added a mirror because I always think that if you have a wall like that, it's good to add a mirror because you can do charisma. You can actually change your sim on it as well. So we don't technically need the dresser, but the dresser does still seem to be functional. I did put a plant as well underneath the bed. Now that plant could totally just ruin the functionality of my bed. So I will play test this in a minute once we're done. But then I also added some like cute little things, like some little notes maybe that you're taking and some swabs that came with the cats and dogs pack to kind of show that, you know, it's veterinary clinic. I know we just added one item, but we have some decorative pieces as well to really bring that skill alive here. And then I also did the bathroom, which is really small, but it's just standard. I have some extra toilet paper up there and a nice curtain here and whatnot. Did I not just put... Oh yeah, I did. I was wondering. I was like, where did my little thing go? I've seen, I think, little Simsy do this in the past, so I'm going to do that here as well. Okay, so now I'm going to do the kitchen. I'm going to leave fridge where it is, I think. I think that probably is the best case scenario here. Now, I know for a fact that these are probably the skinniest counters. colors that I can use. Actually, maybe these ones would be a better option today because at least they've got more room and they are not going to clip to my window. So why don't I use maybe these, but maybe let's just make them in like a light wooden color. We don't have to have everything pink. I mean, surely you guys are going to be okay with me not making absolutely every single thing pink. Obviously going to do my little kitchen hack here where we do the stove thing. Will I use, okay, these have really pretty pinks. I could use like this light baby pink, or else maybe, I guess this one is quite nice. There's also this one here. Oh, this one's cute actually because this one's all pink. But then again, this one kind of matches the fridge a little bit more and the wall a bit more. So maybe let's do this. Let's just add some cabinets here as well to make sure that we've got some nice storage, you know. As we could also add this like pink little hob thing, whatever that thing is called, induction fan board thing, okay, whatever. Then I'm also going to add another one of those pink shelves, I think. Is there any other pink shelves I could use? There's like this one. Yeah, maybe I'll use this one here, although nah, this one just fits like so much better. It's like a 3/4 size. And then of course I can go into my kitchen clutter kit and pick out some really cute kitchen clutter items because I know these have like beautiful pink swatches. Yeah, look, we've got red onions, we've got this pink thing. I know they're clipping into each other, but just forget about it. It's the immersion purpose is there. Then we can do some cookies and we can do some like little bowls. Okay, that's a lot of stuff in there actually. Maybe we could do like this thing. I don't know, actually, do you know what? I want to make sure that the sim can still make the, well, actually, if I put the cava bowl at the very edge, surely it would be okay if I have like this thing here and then like this thing, surely. And then we could put like this thing here and this like tiny little plant then can go up there. And I'm also thinking maybe we could do this cute little kitchen curtain. I really love that curtain. Okay, I need the cava bowl back here again. There we go. That's a necessity for our aspiration, which I think is really cute. And then a sink. Now, as I said, I don't require a sink to be here because we have a sink technically on the lot. So it doesn't have to be here, but there is actually a pink swatch of the sink, so I might as well use it. I wonder, can I use this thing? Is there a pink swatch of this? There isn't, but there is this like white one, which I think I will just chuck that in here. I know it clips into the window a bit, but do I really care? No, not really. Okay, that's a very like cluttered kitchen, so I will triple check that that is all functional. Hopefully it should be anyways. Okay, for the table in the dining room, so to speak, I will do, okay, wait, now let me just do maybe some pink, or else maybe like wooden with pink, but let's just see what our options are. This is very cute actually. Oh wow, that is, if it was a light wood with, oh wait, there's white with pink flowers, but then also the idea of like a tall table would be kind of fun. And for this I would require bar stools, which actually probably saves a little space here for us, because like we could have this like tiny bar stool with this tiny little like tall table. Maybe that's a bit better. We'll add my favorite curtain here. Oh, it is clipping through the table a little bit. I don't mind it clipping a little bit, as I said, because again, in real life a curtain would just be pushed back. I know a lot of people, I always see it in like comments, they hate it when like things clip through, and I do as well because it does ruin the immersion, but it should be the case that like the curtain would just be pushed back. So hopefully that'll be okay. Can I put my lemons up here? Allowed. Surely. Like surely if I even just like chuck them all the way into the corner. And is there any other like pink decorations I could use? Oh wait, incense. Incense are great because these can actually help your sim with obviously like skills and whatever. So that would be actually quite cute here. So it's like a functional item too, not just decorative. Okay, so then we've got this little section right here for the TV. Actually, now that I think about it, with the amount of like light colors, maybe I will just make this like a brighter, like whiter color. And I really wanted to use this console, but now I don't really like the way it looks. Is there a pink one? No, there isn't a pink one, but I'm sure there's like, oh, there's camo. There is a white console, so maybe I'll actually use this one because I think that one just fits here a little bit better. And now, as I said, I could do a couch here. There's nothing stopping me from doing a couch here, but I kind of like the idea of just having a chair and a poof because I like the plants. It kind of just makes the space feel a little bit more cluttered and lived in, whereas if I just put a couch there, it would be a little boring, I think. Anyways, that's my humble opinion. So let's see, what kind of cute little pink chair maybe could I try chuck in? Oh my god, this thing. That would be funny. Actually, I do like this, but I just changed the table from like a dark wood color, so maybe the dark wood is not really the option here. I kind of want something cozy enough. Oh, like maybe something like this actually. Like you do want to make sure that you're comfortable because you will be like gaming here because gaming is one of your things. And I actually don't think I've ever used this chair, so maybe that would be a potential contender. Also, then if you go into, not plumbing, if you go into comfort and into the miscellaneous category, there are more like little stools and things that just never come up for me anymore for whatever reason. So maybe I could use one of these here, like even one of these in like a light kind of color. And I'd like to have another like kind of pinky plant in the back there. Oh, maybe this one. Yeah, this one. That's perfect. Okay, so that should be functional. And then maybe I'll just throw like a little shelf up here as well. Oh, we could do like this thing. So we've got like a little bit of closed off storage. We'll put it up quite high just to make sure your sim doesn't feel like they're going to hit their head. And I might actually get rid of like the big light and only keep a big light here. And for here, we might just do like a cute little hanging light. It doesn't have to be pink necessarily. We could kind of make it like this thing. And then maybe for here as a curtain, I will also just use this thing. I'll raise this. Oh, I'll put this down a little bit lower. But then maybe underneath, I could also add, I'm thinking about this cluster of little paintings. Oh, guys, sorry. That's really cute. I really like the way this looks. Okay, maybe I'll have like this stand here. Is it probably going to clip through the ceiling? Probably, but I don't really care too much. So that looks like there is proper games there. We could just keep the controller. Maybe the controller can be on the ground. Sims 3 or Sims Medieval? Let's play Sims Medieval. That would be great, actually. I'd love to play that again. Ah, maybe we could have like some board games in there because we're a gamer, but that doesn't matter what type of gamer. We could love board games too. Okay, I think that looks pretty adorable. So I'm just going to pick out like a nice rug to kind of cover up this whole section. Oh, this one. It's perfect because it's a wicker rug. So we could have this kind of like in the kitchen section. And we do have one of these welcome mats on the outside. So I guess it would be kind of weird if we also had one on the inside. But maybe we could also overlay it with this like cute little cookie, which this kind of brings us more so into like the sitting room area. Yeah, guys. Oh my God, this is such an adorable little house. Okay, we don't need 17 saucers. I will make this saucer small and we will add some overhanging lighting. And then that kind of should be everything. Right, so that is all complete. Let me just triple check my notes. We've got the veterinary section inside the bedroom. We've got flower arranging out the back here, which actually this place has no light, which kind of worries me. So I wonder, should I just like take this thing and just like raise it up so that at least we've got like some sort of light. But at least at nighttime, that will give your sim like a little bit of light to be able to work. Yeah, that probably makes a lot of sense. We've got the cava bowl inside the kitchen over on this side. We've got video gaming section, of course, over here. So maybe I'll just add like a couple of extra things here, like maybe some apples. I don't know why you would want decorative apples out the back, but you've got them. What if I type in beach? Oh, okay, nothing really. I mean, these are not necessary to be here. Maybe I'll just add more like plants and stuff. Maybe some like flowers, because maybe we arranged some flowers and we like to display them in this section of our garden. Yeah, I guess I want this to be as functional as possible, and it's already so cluttered everywhere else, so I suppose I don't really need too many other things outside, just outside in general. I guess it would be nice if I had another lounger, so maybe I'll take another one of these and maybe I'll actually put it over here so that you can watch your plants grow, because of course that is like a really fun thing to do. But guys, I think that now completes my 22 tile micro home in Barbiecore aesthetic with video gaming, veterinary and flower arranging skill, as well as the beach life aspiration able to be completed on this lot. Well, technically the majority of this aspiration can be completed. You will have to travel to a beach, but that's not my problem. Well, before I do a tour, I'm just going to get her. Oh my God, look at the way it looks at nighttime. I'm going to just get her to go into the house and just triple check that things are functional again. So let me just make a garden salad because I might have to just fix things up a little bit. Yeah, okay. This seems to all be functional here anyway, so you can stop that now. I don't need you to be doing this. Can you still prepare kava? Yes, you can. Okay, so the fact that there's things up there, that doesn't really stop her from doing that, so that's okay. You can clean this up, please. Can you play games, please? Let's play party. Oh, damn it. This thing is in the way. Hold on a while. This thing was in her way. I don't know why all of a sudden this thing is in her way, where we had the other one there previously and it was fine. Okay, play Party Frenzy. Okay, there we go. Yay! She's playing Party Frenzy in her cute little cubbyhole section. Okay, no, I do really love the way this section looks, to be honest with you. Like, look how adorable. Oh yeah, and I also painted the ceiling. Look how adorable it looks. Okay, I wish she was like wearing more pink clothes and not just like white and black. Maybe you're a little bit too close to the TV, but again, that's not my problem. Okay, one last thing I'm gonna check, because I have a feeling this might not be functional, is can you go up to the bed? Oh, you can? Oh yes, because I thought that plant and that candle actually would have just like wrecked everything, but no, everything is fine. Can you just do a little bit of lab work, please? Yay! Okay, so that is all functional. The whole house seems to be all good now, which I am delighted to hear. Okay, I was gonna say, can you sunbathe, but it's raining, but can you just like sit on this? Why didn't you just walk through this section? I have no idea, but whatever. Can you actually sit on this chair? Because tree is kind of here. Tree does disappear because I scaled it down massively, but whatever. Okay, now can you just do some flower arranging? Let's do a wedding bouquet. Yay! She can also do flower arranging. Oh, guys, okay, this lot is so cute. I absolutely love it, and it does make me really want to do some sort of like a rags to riches or a let's play where I randomize what I have to do and live in a house like this. I think that would be so adorable. So I guess the one last thing we gotta do is do a little tour. Well, guys, welcome on into my Barbie core house, 22 tile micro home. I am so proud of the way this house turned out. Seeing like all of this happy, lovely pink color, especially when you're looking at it like inside just like a boring kind of town. I mean, this town is not boring. There's a lot of greenery and stuff, but seeing that lovely, vibrant like pop of pink is actually so happy. And I think colors like that do really work for your serotonin. So I'm glad that I got a little boost of serotonin. Is it melatonin? No, melatonin is for the sun. Anyways, I hope this video made you happy with the beautiful colors. Beautiful flowers, because we of course are into flower arranging, and sit down here and watch these flowers grow here if we wish. We then come through the front door and we are greeted by our little gaming section right here, which is adorable. We've got the kava bowl and our functional kitchen, as well as a cute little functional bathroom, which you can check out my sim just lounging about over there. Then the one last room of the house, quickest tour of your life. One last room of the house is your bedroom slash kind of like office space. So in this space, you do work on some veterinary lab work, which I think is adorable too. So then if you smash through this glass, you can enter the outdoors. I wish I actually made this a door. That would have been a nice way to get out to the back of the house, but I don't know. I like the window there. Anyways, then we've got your little beach life aspiration area here where you can sunbathe, you can chillax, you can do whatever you want. You can be lounging, and then as well as that, you can go into your small little greenhouse section, fake greenhouse, because this is not real. Like, I'd like to think that this is just one of those ones that you buy in like a hardware shop, you know, like you kind of just like put it yourself with some nails. It's not like an actual house. That's why I don't really want to count this as tiles, of course. Anyways, this then is where you arrange your flowers. You got a beautiful little plant here, and you actually have a small little dining section out the back here as well, even though you don't need that because you do technically have a dining section inside the house too. You also have a grill because I think you do need that as a part of your aspiration. You've got some bees, you've got some outdoor bins, and beautiful plant section, so you can actually garden and you can maybe plant more flowers and things for your flower arranging. So I actually think this is really cute. And again, it is so kind of motivating and inspiring me to do a let's play. I am kind of thinking of maybe doing a one tile challenge where we kind of spin for the skills that we have to do as well as aspirations, and then obviously like create our house tile by tile with the one tile challenge, if you get me, but also forcing my sim to do random aspirations, because I think that also would be a lot of fun. But I really hope you enjoyed this little video, because we of course did this to celebrate 22,000, I was gonna say simoleons, no, 22,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So that is amazing, and I'm so bloody grateful that I can do this, that I can sit here and build a pink Barbie core house, celebrate a milestone that has absolutely like it's changed my whole life. Well guys, I'm gonna leave you right here with my 22 tile Barbie core house. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you've got any suggestions such as those, and if you would like me to do maybe the one tile challenge like let's play again, please let me know. I would really love to hear your feedback on that. And of course, if you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe, as I suppose the next milestone is 23,000 subscribers. That is just bizarre. Like, it's crazy. My mind is blown every time I think about it. But anyways guys, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.